All right. Here we are, 1:30 game. Quebec against Alberta. Quebec has the first center pass. And I apologize, I'm eating my lunch at the same time as I do not get a lunch break today. But here we go. Quebec maintaining possession despite the fumble at the beginning. Using that defense for help, that little give and go. Excellent drives. And Quebec with the throw in. All right, Patricia cheering on Quebec. Let's go Quebec. Right to the shooter. Mid-range shot. Goes for the pass. Under the hoop. And that's a score. On the Quebec team, we have wing attack. I only have the last names, unfortunately, but Ashton at wing attack, Julian at wing defense, King and goalkeeper, Lament in goal shooter, Stevens in goal defense, Steven Sinodal in goal attack, and Win Smith in center. Quebec taking advantage of a throw on here. Can they extend their lead by 2 points? Long passes by Quebec. Tends to be their style. Looking for that goal shooter. Goal shooter asking for the ball. Send it over. There we go. Under the hoop. No problem. And Alberta team. Last name roster on the court for the first quarter. We have goal attack Orridge. Wing defense Sweet. Goal defense Chandler. Goalkeeper Tate. Goal shooter Rocha. Center Jans van Renberg? I think is that Tanya again? Yes. And then wing attack we have Whittington. Quebec extending their lead by 3 points now, and we're only 2 minutes into the first quarter. Alberta looking to get a point on the scoreboard. Shooter coming out to the top of the circle. And it's going to take advantage of that penalty. Going for the shot. No, goes for the pass. Excellent strategy by Alberta. Gives them a point on the scoreboard. Quebec with the center pass. Sends it up in the air. Goal shooter asking for the ball in front. Switching it up. And that's excellent work by the Quebec shooters. Alberta now. With the advantage on a breaking call. Alberta puts another one on the scoreboard. Quebec with a penalty sends it into their goal shooter. Contact call gives them the penalty. Goal attack takes the penalty shot instead, and it goes in. Quebec extending their lead, 5-2 for Quebec. Alberta, oh, nice ball into the circle. What a look.
Damn, so good.
And we're just mesmerized at how tall all these circle players are. Wish I was taller. Missed shot by Alberta. Quebec gets the rebound stolen. Tanya coming in for the steal, but unfortunately, it's a contact call. So Quebec gets possession. An excellent defense by the Alberta goalkeeper.
It is Tate.
Quebec looking for that goal shooter. Goalkeeper again is there, but the wing attack from Quebec manages to tip it to their goal shooter, who gets the penalty shot. Quebec with the center pass. But one of the Quebec players Quebec take advantage of a fumble by Alberta, and they get a penalty shot, which gives them a healthy lead of 7-2. Excellent balance by the wing attack, Alberta. Oh. Quebec with an excellent steal in the circle. Looking long to their center. Working the ball around. Not forcing anything that doesn't need to be forced down the court. And an offside call for Quebec. Gives Alberta the chance to catch up. Just a little bit high of a pass. Gives Quebec the throw on. Excellent passing by Quebec. All the way across the circle to the wing attack. Waiting for the shooter to be open. There it is. Goal attack takes a shot. And it's good. They run in for the rebound just in case, but the shot goes in. Excellent work ethic there by the Quebec goal attack. Long penalty shot is a pass to the goal shooter under the hoop, which misses and gets picked off by the Alberta goal defense. But another pass gets picked off by the Quebec side.
If you want to refer to their
Excellent defense by Alberta goalkeeper. And Lamont, Quebec goal shooter, sinks it in. Here we go. Alberta's chance. Nope, Quebec steals it again. Alberta managed to keep the ball in play and not lose it. Looking for their shooter. Excellent defense by Quebec. Where's the open shooter? Shooter has to come out of the circle. And a beautiful front cut by the Alberta goal attack. Excellent pass by the wing attack and the goal attack. Working together there to get around the defense. And a penalty shot is good for Alberta. The score is 9 for Quebec, 3 for Alberta, with 6.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Beautiful defense by Alberta. That was definitely a contact. But Quebec are on the move right away. Alberta center. Offside. Enough times to receive a formal warning by the umpire. And a penalty for Quebec, who make the most of it and score another point. 10-3 for Quebec. Center pass Alberta, straight to the shooter. All the way across and in. Beautiful play by Alberta. Can they make the most of it? Excellent hustle by the Alberta goal attack, who gets their own rebound. Going across the circle again, same tactic as before. Seems to be working. And rebound by Quebec. There we go, Quebec using that open player, patient before putting it in the circle. And a quick little pass to the goal shooter under the hoop, who sinks it in. Quebec with another center pass. Beautiful work by the center, excellent hustle. So much work when you're a center, just running all the way down court. And that's one more for Quebec, 12-3. Quebec's in the lead. Alberta has the center pass. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Alberta being patient with the ball before setting it in. Wanting to get closer, but they get that penalty, which brings them just a little bit closer to the hoop. Little bit off balance. They're resetting the penalty. Was improperly taken. Could have been that the person was supposed to stand beside until the ball's released, but they came too early off their position. So Alberta get another point, and Quebec have the center pass. Good effort on defense by wing attack Alberta. Wing attack Quebec looking for help behind, but they weren't there. Managed to get it just in time. Seeing the goal shooter with the penalty. Good defensive effort by the goal defense on Alberta's side, but Quebec get the penalty. Does it turn into a shot? No. It gets the rebound, another rebound, and another penalty. And this time it goes through. Quebec really extending their lead here, 13-4, 2.5 minutes left. Alberta looking for the open player. Making the easy pass instead of forcing it. I think that's the right decision too. A little bit short by the Alberta shooter. Just needs to shake it off a little bit. Not let it get to their head. Footwork by Quebec gives Alberta a free pass and an opportunity to catch up. And there we go, asking for it at the edge of the circle. Quebec laying a little bit off on this defense when Alberta comes out in front. Quebec seems like they're just trying to prevent the ball from getting close to the hoop, but if the shooters get it far, looks like they're letting them have it. It's harder to make a far shot anyway, so I understand their tactics. There we go, putting pressure on the defense. Alberta working it around, really patient. Alberta going for the shot, so close. Goes practically halfway in the hoop and just bounces back out. And if you're a shooter, I'm sure you know how that feels when that happens. Good defense by Alberta. Quebec have the throw-in.
Should organize these for you.
And the shooter with the ball mid-range, over the hoop. Thanks for coming back, Nicole. Nice to see that you're watching from Australia here, cheering on Alberta. Rebound by Alberta, goal attack. And that's converted to a goal. The score is 13-5 for Quebec with 40 seconds left on the clock. Alberta get that steal from the fumble. Beautiful balance by Tanya. Give and go by the center and the goal shooter there. Excellent movement, taking their time. They have 30 seconds. Right over to the other end of the circle with a forced pass and pressure by the goalkeeper from Quebec. That's a penalty. and it goes in. 10 seconds left in the game. The score is 13-6 for Quebec. Can they get one more? Can they get one more? Send it into the circle. Stolen by Quebec. Wing attack. Footwork, but that doesn't matter. It's the end of the first quarter. The score is 13 for Quebec, 6 for Alberta. And we will be back in just under 3 minutes. See you then. All right. Second quarter underway. Quebec with the first center pass. All right, footwork in the circle gives Alberta an advantage here. But the ball is thrown away off the edge of the sideline. So, Quebec's turn to make up for their lost center pass. Here we go. Beautiful defense by Alberta. Not enough to lose possession. Shooter asking for the ball in front. But the wing attack from Quebec is just a little bit offside, so Alberta have a chance to come back. Good defense by Quebec. Tipped out of court by them. Now Alberta have the throw on, using their defense for help. Quebec defense is very tight, and the ball was just a little long from Alberta. So now Quebec are looking for a score. Jalorn Samuel coming on at wing attack in Quebec's side. And that's a point for Quebec. 14-6 for them. Alberta with the center pass. Looking for the shooter, beautiful look. Just a bit hard of a pass, but they maintain possession, send it over the circle and back into under the hoop for that front cut. Just beautiful drive. Could not convert that into a goal. Quebec have the possession. And Alberta with a steal. A little bit of a give and go. Keeping the passes short. Waiting for that shooter to come in front. But Quebec steal the ball. Alberta wing defense. Back for another pass. And Alberta have the throw on. Well done defense. Good look into the circle. Alberta goal shooter turns that into a goal. Way to take advantage of the penalty there. 14-7 for Quebec. Beautiful steal by Alberta goalkeeper. That footwork, just a little bit out of balance. Between getting your feet and timing when you catch the ball. Stolen back though, no problem. Again, Alberta keeping it short because the Quebec defense is very tight. Yeah, big up to Jalorn Samuel. Love to hear it. Used to play with Jalorn. Awesome teammate, awesome player. Happy to see her on court. Alberta trying to send it through the hoop, just fumbling a little bit, and Quebec managed to steal the ball. Goal shooter from Quebec asking for the ball. Not coming yet. There it is. They get the penalty. And it's short again. Throw in for Quebec. They use the edge of the circle this time with two options. I love it. One in front and one behind for the lob. The ball is thrown out by Quebec. You can tell they're physically being pushed in the circle. It's exhausting. And Alberta working the ball around the circle. Again, excellent defense by Quebec. Nice reach by the goal defense. But the goal attack from Alberta is patient and waits for the opportunity to score. Well done. Alberta making a comeback here. Alberta doing those passes across the circle. Nice shot from mid-range. Looks like the Alberta goal attack is making a comeback. The score is 14 for Quebec, 9 for Alberta. Just under 9.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Steal by Alberta, but they fall offside, so Quebec get the ball. And it's a goal shooter's ball with the penalty. Falls short. Alberta with possession. All right, Quebec get possession again. Looking down court for the pass. Goal attack coming way out to help. Looks like it was useful. Again, goal attack. Really, really useful out here. Love to see it. Again, goal attack. Just keeps getting the ball and turns it into a shot. I think that was the point for the Quebec goal attack, to get a lot of credit. Well done. So the score is 15 for Quebec, 9 for Alberta. 8 minutes left. And I only have last names for the rosters here, but we have Lamont as goal shooter for Quebec on the blue team. And Stevenson Otto, goal attack, who just scored another point, increasing their lead by 7 points in total now. Jalorn Samuel in wing attack, of course, mentioned before. A little bit of a sky battle there. Off-ball contact means Alberta has the penalty pass in the center third. Center for Quebec is Edward, Ashton in wing defense, Julien for goal defense, and Stevens for goalkeeper. Orridge with the shot on Alberta team misses. Stevens gets the rebound on Quebec side. Again on Alberta, we have Tate for goalkeeper, Chandler for goal defense, Sweet for wing defense, Jans van Rensburg for center, Whittington for wing attack, Orridge for goal attack, and Rocha for goal shooter. Quebec with another point, and Alberta calling time, injury time, a little bit of a switch up. Wing defense, Ashton is being replaced by someone else. The score is 17 for Quebec, 9 for Alberta. All right, taking it back to the center pass. Alberta. Contact from Quebec center. That was a solid effort. Bounce pass to the other shooter. And a shot. And it's in. 17-10 for Quebec. Quebec center. Yeah, excellent patience by the Québécois. And a nice lob. It's a shot. Goes out of court, so that means Alberta has a chance to catch up. Doing those short passes again. And another injury time by Quebec. A little bit of a collision in the air, going for that defensive interception, but didn't manage to. So we'll be back. All right. Substitution on the Quebec side. And the game ends for this one at 2:45. The next game after that will be at 3:15 Pacific time. Pacific Standard or daylight time. And then we have the men playing after at 3:30. 3:15, my apologies. All right, Quebec with a long-range pass. It's a pass. And that one's a shot, and it goes through. Looks like Jalorn Samuel has been moved into the goal attack position. Good balance by the Alberta wing attack. And the goal shooter turns that into a point. The score is 18 for Quebec, 11 for Alberta. 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Anyone's game. Quebec looking for an open player, uses the defense for help on that center pass. Looking around again, using that goal defense. Working their way around. Patient with the ball. Looking for the goal shooter. Just a bit short of a pass. So Alberta gains possession. Shooters coming out to help. And a beautiful pass to center Alberta. And they try to do that move again with that baseline drive, but just goes out of court. That's okay, they have another chance. Beautiful pass, footwork call. Absolutely good call by the umpire there. Sometimes this happens not because we didn't know we took too many steps, but sometimes the ball is not passed how we anticipate it, so it lands in our hands earlier than we were expecting, and so we take that extra step. Yes! For balance. So yes, unfortunate call there, but definitely the right call to make. Alberta has the steal, denying Quebec the point, and now they have a penalty in the center third. Looking to send it right to their goal shooter there. Goal attack gets it, sorry, but now the goal shooter has it under the hoop. A little bit of single leg balance. Beautiful shot. Alberta's catching up, and they have the center pass. They are closing in. Really doing a great job with passing this time. And just being a little more calm this quarter. Unfortunately, little miscommunication there. Quebec get the steal. Quebec hoping to do the exact same thing, but turn it into a point. Goal shooter taking charge of that move, gaining possession and turning it into a score. (19-12) for Quebec. 2.5 minutes left in the second quarter. And goal shooter with another point, bringing the score up to 20-12. Big lob into the goal shooter, just misses the pass. So Quebec have the throw on. Good steal by Alberta. Trying to get it back, stolen again by Quebec, who maintain possession. And yes, as you mentioned in the chat, it does get intense on court, it does get hectic, and it does get physical. You're absolutely right. Alberta moving the ball smoothly into the circle. Shooters looking for help, wanting to get closer. Long range shot, tipped out, but contacted first by Alberta. So Quebec get the penalty pass under the hoop to bring it down court. All right, we're back here with the commentary. Quebec misses on their penalty, but they get the rebound and score. A healthy lead, 21-12 for Quebec with the center pass. 30 seconds left in the second quarter. And a beautiful pass to the open goal shooter. Misses, but they have a penalty shot. So they get another chance. Misses, gets their own rebound. And this time it goes through on the third attempt. 10 seconds left. Alberta looking to score in the next 5 seconds. Can they do it? Quebec with great defense. Great defense, but it doesn't count. All right, 5 minutes, we'll be back. This is halftime. Scores 22 for Quebec, 12 for Alberta. We'll see you then. All right, third quarter is underway. 15 minutes on the clock, and it's running. Quebec with the center pass, scores 22-12 for Quebec. Good attempt by the Alberta center. Working the ball in for Quebec. And that's a point. Nice and easy for them. Alberta with the center pass. To the shooter that comes out. Back to the center. Other shooters coming out. Looking for that long ball on the other side of the circle. Alberta has a throw-in. Yes, I see in the chat. Is Jalorn playing? Yes, Jalorn was playing the first 2 quarters. Jalorn is now off, sitting on the bench for the third quarter, taking a rest. Alberta get another point on the scoreboard, bringing the tally 23-13 for Quebec. All right, Quebec patient with the ball, using that defense for help behind them. There's no rush, except they couldn't run to the ball, but they luckily get the possession back. And now they know. Getting in front of their checks, get possession and score. Beautiful. 24-13 for Quebec. Alberta's center pass. Stolen by the Quebec goalkeeper. Beautiful pick. Good communication and patience by Quebec. Again, another tip by the Alberta center. Not enough to make it happen. The ball is just a little too far for the goal shooter. That's okay, they shake it off. Alberta with possession. Looking down court for those long passes. There it is. Now working it into the circle. Nice short pass. Wants to be closer to the hoop. Working it again and again. Now going for the shot. Round the rim, rebound taken by Alberta. And this time it goes in. That's it, Alberta. 24-14. And we're just fixing the hoop positioning with all the contact and intensity going on. The posts get moved out of position, so we just need to fix it. Beautiful ball to the goal shooter, who's right under the hoop, converts it to a point. And who do we have here? So the only substitution made is goal attack on the Quebec side. So King has come back in for goal attack, and Jalorn came off, as I mentioned before. And we'll be sure to keep held ball called against Quebec, and we'll be sure to keep the comments in the chat respectful. Again, we're all here to cheer and support our family members, our friends, and we're all here to have a good time. So thank you. Shot by goal shooter Alberta. Makes it in, not a problem. Looking to find their groove again. They need to catch up some points, so this will be helpful. Quebec with a beautiful long-range pass right into the circle. Goal shooter being patient with that ball to get as close to the hoop as they can. Excellent offensive defense, as I like to call it. Alberta, strong passing. Penalty for Alberta in the circle. It's going to be a shot. And it goes in. Looks like both shooters are getting their groove back for Alberta. Score is 26-16 for Quebec. And there's the goal shooter coming out, but they came in front and they were looking for a pass behind. Quebec saves the ball despite some fumbling back and forth. And time is called by the Quebec goal shooter, Lamont. Goal shooter needs to come off. Little bit of a limp. Might be the knee with the knee brace there. So a switch up is made. We have a new goal shooter in play who is bouncing and ready to go. Penalty pass or shot for Quebec. Not a problem. They add another one to the scoreboard. Alberta with the center pass. Excellent help from the center there. Going wide, but the wing defense picks that off from Quebec and they have possession now. Some fumbling back and forth, but Quebec have the possession for the throw on. And they're keeping it short. Just looking for that open player down court. Being patient. No shooters in the circle yet, but now they're both there. Picked off by center Alberta. Nobody saw that coming. Can they convert this to a point? Looking for the patience and the shooter. Wanting to get a bit closer to the hoop, switching up the movement, throwing the defense off a little bit. Excellent reach by Quebec, who gets the rebound. Nice easy passes around before they send it into the circle. Big jump right under the hoop. That's one more point. This Quebec goal shooter substituting at the last minute, doing a great job. Penalty shot for Quebec. And the rebounds by Quebec. Mid-range shot misses. Alberta with the rebound. Slips through the hands, but the wing attack manages to be there for the save. Forced long pass by Alberta. Good defense by Quebec for that. But Alberta maintains possession with the throw on. It's in the circle, back out. Looking for the open player. Both Alberta players are wide open. And that's a point for Alberta. Scores 28-17 for Quebec. 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Alberta with possession. Can they add one more? Mid-range shot. Bounces just out. Rebound taken by Quebec. Good defensive effort by Alberta. Waiting for that lob to go to the goal shooter. Alberta goalkeeper is ready. Just like that, picks it off. It's like I could see it coming. And there we go, they have the penalty. Alberta looking for one more. They're closing in. Excellent passing by Alberta. A little bit of a stumble, but the ball's in play, and there she is. Contact call. Outside the circle. And there she is holding Alberta goal attack mid-range. Shot. It just goes around the rim. But it's out on Quebec. So Alberta get another chance to throw it in. Taken by the goal shooter, beautiful take. Good reach by Quebec goalkeeper, but it's not enough. The goal shooter scores. Alberta's within 10 points. pressure by Alberta. Quebec have the throw on. There comes the shooter, out for the straight cut. The other one comes out. Unfortunately goes through the hands, hits the face. And Alberta have possession. I hope they're okay. Looks like they're recovering. Just checking to make sure there's no blood. Okay, we're all good. Alberta with possession, fumbling a little bit. Get the ball, lobs right to the goal shooter, who is close to the hoop. Penalty shot, and it's in. Alberta 3 in a row now. 28-19, Quebec still have a 9-point lead. Beautiful take by the goal attack. Just off the rim by Alberta. One more shot, and it's in. It's an 8-point game. Quebec's got the lead, 4.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Alberta with a steal. Not much of a steal, more of a fumble on Quebec's end, unfortunately, but the ball was thrown away by Alberta. So it's time to get composure on both ends, just to calm down a little bit. That's it, looking for. Ball falls right through the hands. I know from experience sometimes the ball gets really sweaty and your hands are sweaty, everything's sweaty, and you can't catch it. But Quebec have another chance with the throw on. Fumbled again. Contact by Quebec. So Alberta's looking into the circle. Wide open shot. And it's good. Alberta are catching up. It's 28-21 and Alberta have the center pass.
Control, Alberta, control.
3.5 minutes left. Using that defense for help. Beautiful front cut by wing attack. Shooter comes out to help, pops it into the shooter. Long shot, just a bit short. Goalkeeper gets the rebound.
Defense, get it back, get it back.
Quebec trying to gain positioning. Big contact between the two centers there. Contact call on Alberta center. So Quebec, resetting for Quebec. Nice and easy, beautiful passes. Shoots it up for the shooter. Bit too high for them to catch. So we're back to Alberta's turn. Excellent timing by the Alberta wing attack. Shooter coming out to help. Using that defense again. Offside by Quebec. Good defensive effort. But Alberta maintained possession. Unfortunate footwork call on Alberta, so Quebec, we're back. This is quite the long point we have going here. And I agree with you, Patricia. They need to take it easy a little bit. And you can hear it on court. Everyone's saying, easy, guys. Rebound by Alberta. Alberta just lucky save by Alberta. Tried to pass it to a player who cannot go in that third, but it worked out in the end. No look pass to the center, right into the circle. Going out for another attempt. Obstruction called. Outside the circle. Trying to send the ball into the shooter. Little bounce pass. Bit too far, so they pass it to their other shooter. Up, and in. The score is 28-22 for Quebec. 1.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Quebec with the possession. That's it. Quebec playing the easy game. Not forcing any balls they don't need to. Good reach by the goal defense. But it's not enough. Quebec turned that into a score. Alberta with the center pass. Really thankful for that Alberta goal. Shooter coming out. Seems to be a very helpful move. Shooter coming out. There we go. Mid-range shot. And it's good. Alberta are maintaining it, keeping it within a 6-point game. Yes, I see in the chat a lot of Quebec players injured. I wonder why. And it happens, you know. Sometimes we get more injuries than others. Some games are more physical than others. And sometimes, you know, it is a sport with a lot of heavy landings. You catch the ball, you have to stop right away when you catch the ball, so it's very, very high impact sport. There we go, Alberta pushing through, but Quebec have the defense on them. Unfortunately, a contact call on Quebec, so Alberta have the penalty. They take a step forward, shoot it, and it's in. Scores 30 for Quebec, 24 for Alberta, and that's the end of the third quarter. One more quarter to go. 6-point lead for Quebec. What will happen? We will see in 2 minutes and 50 seconds. And we are back, final quarter, 30-24 for Quebec. Alberta has a little bit of catching up to do, but they've done a great job so far in the last bit of the third quarter. So Quebec with this first center pass. Jalorn back in as center this time. Seems like she's played every position almost. Looking for the goal shooter there. Just slips out of their hands. Alberta taking advantage of this possession. Alberta get the throw on. Very lucky. Yeah, hard with the camera angle to get that shot. Beautiful drive by the goal shooter. One too many steps again. So Quebec get the possession. Try to convert their center pass into a score. Nice simple passing. Good balance by the Quebec goal attack. Trying to get it into the circle. There it is. To the goal shooter. Excellent defense by Alberta. You can hear them cheering behind me, in front of me, everywhere. there we go. Alberta send it from the center third into the circle. And unfortunately, I missed that call. Maybe another footwork. Oh, held ball. 3-second ball. Big pass by Quebec. Goes out of court. Again, Alberta have another chance. Taking their time. Adapting what worked, what didn't work. Contact call from Quebec. Alberta get the penalty in the center third. Shooter comes out to help at the edge of the circle. Short pass into the goal attack. Still too far to shoot it, so they're looking for a different pass. Alberta gets the penalty. Mid-range shot. And it's in. Alberta closing the gap. 5-point lead is what's left for our Quebec. And Alberta with the center pass. Trying to close the gap. Little bit of a mix-up of the team effort there by Quebec, but they have the penalty. They're looking to score on Alberta's center pass. Tipped by the Alberta wing defense. Excellent defense by the Alberta wing defense the past few minutes. Looking for that goal shooter on the Quebec side. Again, just not the right pass that the goal shooter is looking for. So Alberta have the throw on. Good balance by Alberta. Defense by the Quebec wing defense. Out of nowhere. All right, Alberta has possession. You can hear the bench on Quebec. You can hear the coaches trying to tell them to get their defense on. If I can hear them, I hope the players can hear. And that's a long-range shot. Missed. Rebound taken by Quebec. Quebec have possession. Looking for the open player. Good patience there. Down court. Tipped by Alberta, but Quebec catches it out of court. So Alberta have the throw on. It's getting loud in here. Oh, solid effort by the Quebec defense. Lucky Alberta. Maintain possession. Trying to get closer to the hoop. Penalty. Out of court. Quebec have the throw on. Shot just fell short on the rim. And Quebec are playing the slow game. One too many steps by the goalkeeper. Alberta have a free pass in the circle. Beautiful front cut by the goal attack. Another give and go to get closer to the hoop. Goal doesn't count. Some sort of infringement by Alberta. Might have been a footwork on the goal shooter. So we have Quebec with the free pass. And they've made quick work to bring it into the circle. Good look for the goal attack, but just too much pressure by the defense. Alberta have possession. Sees the goal attack, goal shooter, sends it across the circle, tipped off by the Quebec wing defense. So it's a throw on inside the circle by Alberta. Tipped by Quebec, beautiful defense. Bit of a risky pass, but I see what they were trying to do there. Alberta trying to get their hands up on defense. Goal shooter doing an easy job passing the ball back and forth. Shot is short. Out of court on Alberta. So Quebec with the throw on. Alberta with the steal. Unfortunately, they dribbled the ball one too many times. So Quebec footworking inside the circle. Alberta with possession. Down into the center court. Looking to the shooter, just a bit too long of a shot. Looks like we have some observations from the chat. Quebec goal shooter asking for the ball not positioned properly. Yes, positioning and communication is so important in netball. You need to position yourself to get the right space, but the feeder also has to put it in the right space. So definitely a team effort. And Quebec managed to make it work this time with another point. The score is 31 for Quebec, 25 for Alberta, 8 minutes and 2 seconds left in the final quarter of the game. The goal shooter's working hard, asking for the ball again. Released just a little bit too late. The Alberta defense was on them. But it's a contact. So, goal shooter, Quebec. That's a point. Alberta center pass. Wide open Alberta goal attack shot. And that's in. Yes, the goal attack for Quebec is also doing a wonderful job. Looking for those baseline cuts, coming out for the help. Good balance by Quebec there. Sorry, I had to clap. But Alberta managed to get the steal. Alberta taking it easy now. Defense from Quebec is strong. They don't want to lose the ball. Quebec wants to steal the ball. Shooters coming out, but Quebec closes in on them. Shooters asking for the ball. There we go. Goal attack with the ball. Lob to the goal shooter. Mid-range shot. And it's in. All right. Scores 32-27 for Quebec. Alberta with possession. A little bit of a give and go. Asking for the ball. Not getting it. There we go. Long shot and it's in. Scores 32-28 for Quebec. 6.5 minutes left. And I'll remind you to keep the comments respectful and respecting the coach's decision with the roster. And there we go. Stolen by Alberta. Thrown away by Alberta. Quebec managed to steal it, but unfortunate footwork by the Quebec wing defense. So Alberta have a free pass. It's getting noisy in here. Excellent hands defense from Quebec. Again, tipped by Quebec, but tipped again by Alberta, so Quebec get possession. And we have an injury stoppage time for Quebec. So the score is 35-28 for Quebec. 5 minutes, 44 seconds left. And we will transition to the waiting screen. We'll come back very shortly as soon as the play comes underway. Thank you for waiting. All right, just the switch up of the bibs. Sorry, we'll be right back. All right, play is being reset. It's a throw-on for Quebec. But first, we need a little bit of a sweat wipe on the floor. We have a Quebec representative coming with a towel. Thank you so much. Want to make sure the court is safe for everyone else. Make sure there's no sweat, no water, no moisture on the court that could make for a really slippery time. All right, so what was the switch? We have a new, is it goal defense? Our new goalkeeper. Goal defense. Alberta with the throw on. Looks wide straight into the circle. Too far out, looking for the other circle player to work it in. There we go. Goal attack, mid-range shot. And it's in. Scores 32-29 for Quebec. Just over 5 minutes left in the last quarter. Alberta with the center pass. That's right, looking to finish strong. Beautiful work by Alberta there, the passing, but fumbles. Quebec hustling for the steal. Good patience by Quebec. Sends it to the goal shooter, and that's the pass the goal shooter was looking for. Missed the shot, but there's a penalty, and this time it's in. All right, 33-29 for Quebec, and they have the center pass. Using the defense for help. Again, defense for help. Short passes before they look for the shooter. There she is, coming out in front through to Alberta defense. Beautiful lob over the Alberta defense. Goes for the shot, misses. Out of court. Alberta with the throw on. Alberta have 4 points to catch up on, but there's also 4 minutes left, and that's plenty of time. Alberta with possession. Looking in the circle for a shooter, not there, using the circle edge. Again using the edge just to work it in. Shooters, not there, but they're too close. Penalty outside the circle, right into the shooter. Beautifully done. Good reach by the goalkeeper. Goal attack manages to get their own rebound outside of the circle. Front cutting for the short pass. Good decision by the wing attack to send it to the center. And again, using the circle edge. Another obstruction call outside the circle. Penalty for Alberta. To the shooter. Mid-range shot. Just goes off. Quebec with the rebound. All right, Quebec trying to get it into the shooter now. Looking for the shooter. There it is. Big lob. Stolen by the Alberta goal defense. Contact call by Quebec. Alberta has the penalty. Good look down court by Alberta. Looking for the shooter. Contact from behind from Quebec. Penalty pass or shot for Alberta. Mid-range. Over the hoop. Goal attack tries to save it, but Quebec hustles for the ball and maintain possession. Quebec doing a good job using short passes in the beginning before they send it into the shooter through to Quebec, to Alberta defense, but they replay the ball. And so Alberta get possession again. 2 minutes left in the last quarter. Alberta have 4 points to catch up on, 33-29. There's the goal attack, wide open, trying to get closer. Goal shooter from the baseline. Short, Quebec with the rebound. Excellent timing, goalkeeper with the steal. And a penalty for Alberta. And the ball comes right towards us and hits our table. Thankfully, everyone's okay. Alberta has the throw on, looking for the shooter. It's gonna be rough. 4 points in 1 minute. It's gonna be rough. Can they do it? Quebec steals the lob. Quebec just needs to calm down now if they want to win. They just need to maintain possession. Passing it around, that's it, using the defense. Alberta getting tired, but they're still playing hard. Hands up on defense, a little bit too close. Quebec has possession, looking for the goal shooter, holding, asking, there it is. And a bounce pass to the goal attack. That's another point for Quebec. 34-29 for Quebec. 35 seconds left in the final quarter. Deflected by the Quebec goalkeeper. Out of court. Alberta. Oh, Quebec throw on. 23 seconds left. Quebec just needs to maintain possession now. Easy passing, but good pressure by the Alberta defense. Can they get one more point? Footwork call, absolutely not. Alberta has possession. 2 seconds left. Can they score? They cannot. That was an excellent game, very suspenseful. Alberta did a great job with the comeback there in the last 2 quarters. Solid effort from both offensive and defensive sides. Final score is 34-29. We have the next game in 15 minutes, and I believe it is the men, BC men versus Ontario men in their tri-series. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you go to the next live stream link on the Netball Canada website, or you can find it on the Netball Canada official Instagram. And I hope to see you on the other link.